Ashley, you're not gonna believe what just happened. I'm getting married, and actually, it was your boyfriend that proposed to me.
Mary-Kate, what are you talking about? What do you mean you're getting married? I didn't know you were seeing someone.
Well, naturally, the more beautiful younger sister gets married before the butt-ugly older sister. No offense, Ashley. He must have been your first boyfriend, right? I didn't know if you'll be able to even get a boyfriend again after hearing all this. So I just wanted to say I stole him away and I'm sorry not sorry. Ha 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 ha.
What? Mary-Kate, I've got absolutely no idea what you're talking about. I don't have a boyfriend.
Wait, what? What do you mean you don't have a boyfriend?
Look, I can't put it into more simpler terms than this. I don't have a boyfriend.
What? What's that supposed to mean? I don't get what you're saying.
You must really like the guy if you intended on stealing him away and getting married. Where on earth did you get the idea that I had a boyfriend? Who did you think I was with?
Well, I thought it was Trent, that guy you spent a lot of time with recently.
Trent? Oh, Trent! We worked together as organizers for our middle school reunion.
What? You were both in charge of your middle school reunion?
Yeah, we worked together for a good amount of time. We got numerous opportunities to work together when we were looking for a venue to have the school reunion in. I typically do a lot of things alone. But if you saw me walking with a man, do you assume that, oh, that's my sister's boyfriend? Do you seriously think that?
But I don't get it. Is he seriously not your boyfriend? I really thought he was.
Ugh, really, Mary-Kate? I know that you're really attracted to the CEO's son. Just be careful now. You don't want to let your selfish gold digger robber persona to come out. Don't take advantage of people.
What do you mean, robber? I'm no thief. How could you call me that? Who do you think you are?
I think you know exactly what I'm talking about. You've stolen boyfriends from a good chunk of your friend group in the past. Whatever your circumstances and motives are, you need to calm down and not be so irresponsible when you're married. You can't be like you were as a teenager. Look, I gotta go.
What was that all about? You really offended me with those things. You can't just bail on our conversation. Get back here, Ashley. Are you even going to acknowledge me, Ashley? You know, I just went to your apartment to see where you live, and I saw that you drive a really nice car. So I've decided to take your key and borrow your car so my boyfriend and I can go on a little drive together. Thank you so much.
What are you doing, Mary-Kate? Are you kidding me? It was you who took the car from the apartment parking lot? Mary-Kate, get back here with the car this instant! You've made a big mistake. That's not my car at all. And also, you're driving around with someone? Are you with Trent? Hey, Trent, it's Ashley. I haven't talked to you in ages. I think you're with my little sister, Mary-Kate, right now. Your aunt didn't give her permission to borrow that car, did she? Please talk to her and tell her to come back immediately.
Oh, Ashley, what's up? The last time we talked at the school reunion. Wait, hold up. What? Your little sister is Mary-Kate? Well, she told me that she had an older sister who hardly ever visited home. But you're her older sister? Well, that makes sense that since you have the same last name.
I wouldn't be surprised if you didn't know the details of what was going on, Trent. But I can explain all of that another time. Mary-Kate told me that you were together and now you've gone out for a drive.
Wait, what are you talking about? No, I haven't. I'm living at my housemate right now.
What? You're at home? But that doesn't make any sense. The situation is getting more strange by the second.
Well, I am. My dad and I are just chilling and watching Die Hard. What's going on? What made you think that I was with Mary Kate?
Okay, here's the thing. Well, Mary Kate said she went out for a drive with her boyfriend and took off without replying back to me.
Huh? What's she doing? What's the big deal about going out for a drive?
Well, you know the flash-looking wine red Porsche that you told me about? You know the one? I think she might have taken it.
What? She took the Porsche on a joyride? Are you kidding me?
I'm just negotiating with the apartment manager right now to look at the security cameras of the apartment parking lot.
Okay. Didn't you say before that you're at York Apartments? Just down the street from the Upper East Side subway station, right?
Yeah, that's right. Your aunt is with me now. What should I do?
Right, okay. I'll leave now. I'll be there shortly. I'll help you deal with this.
Ashley, I just wanted to say I'm really sorry. After taking your car while I was driving, I got into an accident.
What? What kind of accident? Are you hurt? Well, the fact that you're messaging me right now means that you're safe?
Yeah, I'm fine. I was backing out of the park that the car was in, and I accidentally hit the car in the space behind me. The driver and passenger seat sides are fine, but the back of the car is a bit messed up. But that's actually not the problem. My license has been suspended, so I said that you were driving.
You're kidding me, right? Your license has been suspended? How did you get suspended from driving?
Yeah, oopsies. What? I just bump into another car, that's all.
Mary Kate, this is not the time to be having a laugh about this. This is serious.
Jeez, okay, take it easy. So I left the car as it was, and it was you who was driving and had the accident since I haven't got a valid license at the moment.
What? Are you seriously going to blame me for this? I didn't do anything.
Just listen to me, all right? Because unlike you, Ashley, I'm getting married, and it's important to keep up appearances and make sure I look good for my big day. You can deal with the accident, please and thank you. I parked it at Central Station at the south exit end of the parking lot.
Look, Mary Kate, I need to say something. That car that you messed up, it's not my car.
Huh? What do you mean? Hey, don't try and lie your way out of this one. Sis, I thought you said you were working in a job that paid lots of money. So, didn't you buy the Porsche that I drove around in?
That Porsche you crashed cost more than $100,000. The money that I earn is hardly enough to buy a big purchase like that. It's seriously not my car.
No way, I don't believe you, but you're really funny.
Mary Kate, I don't even own a car yet. So how can I have a flashy sports car?
But I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Well, I'm thinking of buying a car someday. At the moment, I'm using a lot of the subways and buses to travel to work. And sometimes I take a company vehicle to work. That's what I use to get around.
Are you kidding me, Ashley? Is that what you were trying to say earlier?
Ugh, like I said before, the Porsche that you drove around and crashed doesn't belong to me.
What? Really? You were actually being serious about that?
Yes. The real owner is the CEO of the company that I work for. I'm the CEO's secretary. They took me back to my apartment and needed to use the restroom, so I let them in. And it seemed like they were in a hurry to go, so they left their car keys in the car. While he was using the restroom, you took the car, drove it around, and crashed it.
This has got to be some kind of joke. Well, in that case, can you introduce me to the CEO?
Introduce you? Whatever for? Why would you want to talk to my CEO?
I'll use my good looks to get out of crashing his car, of course. He'll love me in an instant, and he won't punish me for messing up the back of it.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do that. It's not gonna work.
Why not? I'm a beautiful woman that's stylish and knows how to woo a man. It'll be easy to flirt with him and to not have to deal with the consequences.
Yeah, good luck with that because the CEO is a woman. I don't think she would really fall for you and let you flirt with her.
Huh, you have some nerve, Mary Kate. I'll never forgive you for what you've done.
What? Who's this? Trent, is that you? What's up, sweetie? What do you mean you'll never forgive me? I don't get what you mean, and you're scaring me a little.
I'm with your sister right now and looking at this Porsche you've just so kindly messed up. You're gonna pay for this.
What? You're with my sister? Wow, I'm shaking in my boots. You two don't scare me.
And we're with the owner of the car that you stole too. You know, she's not very happy about this.
What? You must be joking, right? How is she there with you?
Can you tell me what kind of situation you've got yourself into? More or less, of course.
What? I have no idea what you're talking about. The owner is with you both. But this can't be true.
The owner of the car is my aunt. She's the owner of the Porsche you decided to take a joyride in.
What? No way. You've got to be kidding me. This can't be.
Aside from my father, she also started her own business. And that Porsche you crashed is full of precious memories from the time she started her business. Now that those memories have been destroyed, you think she doesn't have a good reason to be angry with you?
But even if you say that, I can't do anything about it. It's hardly been damaged, right?
That was what my aunt wanted to tell you, by the way. I'm going to have to ask you to pay for the damages you caused. We deserve compensation.
Oh, right. I mean, I don't know if I can do that. Well, I don't think I need to do that.
You know that repairing a luxury car like a Porsche, even if it's just a little scratch, can cost up to more than $10,000?
What? That's insanity. I'm not paying $10,000 for a little scratch. If your aunt is a CEO, she can afford to get her own car fixed. It shouldn't matter who damaged it since it's her car.
Well, from what you messaged your sister earlier, you got into someone else's car without permission and damaged it. You know you're going to have to pay the cost of what you've managed to mess up.
Well, I don't intend on paying for it. It's just a little scratch. No way. Come on, just get it fixed and we can forget this ever happened.
Well, you've got no choice. And after that, I'm calling off our engagement. You've done me and others wrong for too long.
What? You're dumping me? Why are you doing this? Don't you love me anymore? I haven't done anything wrong.
You have, though. Who were you driving around with in my aunt's car then? It certainly wasn't me.
What? I don't know what you're talking about. You must be imagining things.
Look, I already know, okay? Stop blatantly lying to me. You're with someone else.
What? No, I'm not. This isn't true. I'm not seeing anyone else. My love is only for you.
What makes you think that I would still love you when you're having an affair with another man? You and your new lover need to cough up the money to fix my aunt's car. I'll sue you for this. I'm not letting you get away with this.
What? You're going to sue me? Both of us? You can't do this to me. I hardly left a mark on that car.
I may not know who you're cheating on me with, but I caught both of you meeting and making out on the security cameras that Ashley got from her apartment manager.
What? You got access to security cameras? How were there cameras in such a crappy building?
Well, if the car's dash cam is in good condition, I'm going to gather evidence and file a lawsuit against you. You need to pay for your actions.
There was a dash cam? You need more than just dash cam footage as proof. This can't be happening. You can't do this to me. I have my reputation to uphold here.
Well, it clearly shows who was driving the car, and it'll tell me everything that you did to my aunt's car. And on top of that, your license will be canceled. There's no way you're getting it back after I'm through with you.
But what? You can't do this. This is absurd. I will not stand for any of this crap. I'm not going to cooperate.
I'm gonna go to the police immediately to get this sorted once and for all. You're gonna pay for what you've done. You owe us money and we're taking you down. So say goodbye to your sweet and innocent reputation that you try to portray.
No! You can't go to the police! You can't do this to me! I refuse to pay for any of this! Ashley, what are you seriously trying to pull? It's your fault that you came out of that car in the first place. It's all your fault for misleading me. You're so horrible. I'm not a bad person. Please convince Trent to not break off our engagement. I don't know what I'll do if you can't convince him. Answer me! Right. I see what you're doing. It's okay to pretend that the person riding in the car with me was actually your boyfriend. Then you can finally change the fact that you had a boyfriend. I still plan to marry Trent for his money. See? We all win. My messages are going to red. What's going on? Why do you think you're cool for ignoring my messages? You're nothing but an ugly loser. Why did I get such an ugly person for a sister? Ashley, say something! Anything!
From the last message, Trent could see that the cute girl vibe that Mary-Kate was giving is slowly peeling away in front of his very eyes. To tell you the truth, he was really disappointed of what was unfolding. With a big sigh, he went to a lawyer to help break off his engagement to Mary-Kate. Trent's aunt also went to her lawyer to file a damage lawsuit against her. This incident was quickly reported to my parents, who, for some reason, burst into my apartment to figure out what was going on. I told them what Mary-Kate did, and there was no way she was getting out of this mess. In the end, they called the police. I'm going to move out soon. As for my parents, they had no choice but to sell their house in order to cover the car damages and other costs that we owed to Trent and his aunt. It seems like Mary-Kate spends her days working from morning to night and being constantly abused by her parents.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Ryan, he's out of town for a family funeral. She told you that too.
She's only telling you that to scare me away. How can you be so clueless? She's trying to protect me.
Me? You're the one with runaway delusions that have gotten progressively worse over the last 72 hours.
I don't believe you, Tommy. Do you have any idea what she's going through? She's making a story after story about the baby not being mine and having a husband, all to protect me. She's prepared to raise the baby alone, Tommy.
Would you please give it up already? I know what you're doing, Ryan. You're just after her massive inheritance, aren't you?
Uh-oh.
You're the one who caused Laura and her husband to break up last year. You set the trap that nearly cost them their lives together.
You can't prove that.
I figured out what you were up to while talking to Laura. And I already talked to your parents about it. They told me everything, Ryan. And they apologized for a solid 30 minutes afterwards. I know your family is up to its eyeballs in debt. $150,000!
They told you that?
I also know the reason you kept your marriage going to me. Laura was the real Mark, but you were aware that my family has a sizable fortune to our names too. I was just your insurance policy in case Laura didn't work out.
God damn it. Those idiots can't keep their mouths shut.
Don't go blaming your parents for this. It was your idea. You were just using them as pawns.
Yeah, but I get the last laugh. I won!
Won? How?
Laura's kid is mine. Now she has to marry me. So we're through. I'm divorcing you. Don't worry. I'll be sure to send you a decent portion of Laura's money for your troubles.
What are you going on about, you moron? Didn't you hear about the paternity test?
Oh, come on. That's obviously a fake. She broke up with her boyfriend before she did with me. so there's no one else who could possibly be the father.
And what if I told you she got back together with him a few days after your one-night stand?
Huh?
And what if I told you that boyfriend is now her husband?
Wait, they got back together?
Laura might have been too confused by your sudden reappearance to explain it perfectly well, but that's the truth.
No way. That's impossible.
And her husband knows all about you and everything that went on between you. The paternity test proves beyond a shadow of a doubt that the baby is his. And since your fling with Laura happened while they had broken up, he doesn't hold it against her at all.
Damn it. She was supposed to have my kid.
Oh?
What?
It looks like Laura's husband came home ahead of schedule.
What?
He's standing right behind you.
Oh no.
When Ryan turned around, Laura's husband was looking him dead in the eye. He knew all about Ryan's schemes against Laura too, so he was quite unhappy with Ryan. Ryan tried to escape, but he didn't get very far. The police arrived on the scene a few minutes later, followed shortly by an ambulance. After that, I sued Ryan for infidelity, was awarded an astronomical sum in damages, and divorced him. As soon as the judge pounded his hammer, I heard Ryan scream, "No! Now I'm gonna have to take out more debt!" But that wasn't the end for him. Laura and her husband found out Ryan was the one who spread the rumors that got them to break up. So they sued him for defamation too, and won. After this judgment against him, he couldn't even bring himself to scream in agony. He just slammed his head on the table and cried. I'm sure he'll be doing plenty more of that for the next 40 years or so. It'll take to pay off all the money he owes to us.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Louis. Our plans for my birthday tomorrow are still all in place, right?
Hey, Wendy. Yeah, I did just as you asked. I've got to stay in the penthouse of that really fancy hotel in town. And also make sure to talk to the hotel and arrange for the birthday package to be included in our stay.
That's awesome. Thank you so much. The only thing is that I've decided to go with someone else, actually. Not you.
Wait, what do you mean someone else? Who else would you be going to the hotel with?
Well, I'd be going with my new boyfriend, of course.
Your new boyfriend? Sorry, I'm not sure that I'm following.
Okay, let me explain. I want to go and spend my birthday in this really fancy hotel with my new boyfriend. Do you get it now?
No, I don't. What new boyfriend are you talking about? I mean, you and I are engaged. Are you telling me that you're seeing another man?
Yeah. I guess that's a pretty simple way to put it.
I proposed to you and you said yes.
Yeah, I did do that, but it was only because I was getting worried about being my age and not being married yet. So I decided that I would marry the person who proposed to me who made the most money. And my new boyfriend Chad makes way more than you do. Not only that, but he's also just a much more interesting guy. So anyways, to reiterate, I'm going to be spending my birthday at the hotel with Chad and not you. Get it this time?
Are you kidding me? What about us? Do you have any idea how hard it was to book the penthouse at this place? How long the wait was? How much it cost me?
Yeah, and I'm sure that you did a great job booking everything. But I would really just be bored going with you, so I want you to give up your spot for Chad, okay?
Why do you keep saying that? How am I boring?
Look, Louis, I am thankful for you making these reservations. I really am. And it would just be terrible of you to waste that effort by canceling them now. So Chad and I are going to make the best of them the way I know you would want us to. So anyways, Chad. Not you, Chad. Get it?
And you really think that I'm just going to roll over and let this happen?
What do you mean?
I mean, you really think that I'm going to let you and this other random guy enjoy the reservations that I made for us?
Yes? Oh, cool. Chad just said he was willing to pay you back, so we're all good, right?
So then you two are together with each other right now?
Yeah, he's right here with me.
Wow, I guess I just had no idea how good you were at lying to people.
What is that supposed to mean?
It means our engagement is off. You and I are not getting married.
Well, duh, that was obvious already. That wasn't what I was talking about. I want to know what's going to happen to the hotel reservations.
I haven't decided yet. Just leave me alone. Hey, Carmela, are you there? I was just wondering if you're going to be free the next couple of days. Ideally, you and your husband, if you know his schedule.
Oh, hey, little bro. Can I ask him his schedule? Why do you want to know if we're free those days?
Well, if I didn't have any plans, I have a free night at the Livingston Resort if you two would like it.
Hold on a second. You mean the Livingston Resort? Are you kidding me? That place is blowing up all over social media. I heard it was almost impossible to get a booking there. You're talking about that place, right?
Yep, that's the one.
Hold on a second. We couldn't take your reservations. I mean, you and Wendy should go there. It would be perfect for an engaged couple to spend some quality time together. Besides, isn't it her birthday this weekend? I'm sure she'd love to go to a place like that with you.
Right, well, about that. There was going to be the original plan, but now that is not going to work out.
Wait, really? What happened? Did you two have a fight or something like that?
I guess you could say it's closer to something like that.
Well, I'm not really sure what's going on between you two, but surely there's gotta be a way to fix things, right?
Normally I would agree with you, but I don't think this is one of those times, unfortunately. She was cheating on me! She cheated on me and said that she didn't want to get married anymore.
You're kidding me. Did she really say that?
She did! And not only that, but after I worked so hard to book one of the best rooms in the hotel, she asked if she could keep the plans so that her and her new boyfriend could go.
I don't believe it. I had no idea that Wendy was that kind of person, but I understand why you would never want to let her have those plans. Why don't you just cancel the reservation?
I thought about it, but after all the work I put into getting it, I figured it's better not to waste it. So anyways, that's why I was wondering if you and your husband would like to stay there for the night instead.
Well, I just asked Tom, and he was all too eager to take you up on your offer. He's also very grateful for it.
Great! I suppose you can explain to him the full context of what happened later. But anyways, I'll go ahead and chase the name of the reservation and let you know when I do. Either way, you should be able to give your or my name and get in the room just fine.
Amazing! This is so exciting! Thank you so much. We won't forget this. Lewis, are you there? You're not going to believe what happened. This is total BS.
What do you mean? I thought that you two would have been checking into a hotel right now. Did something happen?
Well, we pulled up to the hotel and Wendy was there at the front desk when we walked in.
You're kidding me! Was she really there?
Yeah, she tried to check in using your name, but then the people at the front desk told her that the names on the reservation had been changed. But I guess that Wendy threw such a fit about it being a mistake that the people at the front desk finally let her check into the room.
I see. Well, that is really crazy. But I take it that she didn't see you and Tom?
Well, I got a little dressed up and put on some makeup today, and Tom put on some nice clothes as well, so maybe she just didn't recognize us outside of our casual clothing.
Oh, well, that's a good thing, I guess.
But also, Wendy was there with a guy. Is the guy she's cheating on you with named Chad Sigmund?
I actually haven't gotten around to doing that much digging into whom it was that Wendy was cheating on me with. I only know that his first name is Chad, but I haven't learned his last name, and Wendy never said.
I see. Well, if she told you his name is Chad, then it has to be the same person.
And this guy is someone that you know then?
Well, he's someone that Tom knows through work, actually.
You're kidding. Wow, what a small world. That is so crazy.
It really is. So anyways, we can meet up again soon and I'll tell you all that Tom knows about this Chad guy. But anyways, I also wanted to let you know that we sneakily took some pictures of the two of them to serve as proof of their affair. We'll send those over to you soon.
Wow, Carmela, thank you so much. You two have been a huge help in all of this.
It's our pleasure. But Tom and I have been talking, and we figured that since it's the weekend, we probably only have until Monday to come up with a plan of attack.
Right, good thinking. I guess I'll try to think of something by then. Thanks again for all your help, sis.
Louis, are you there? Why didn't you ever tell me about any of this? I heard that you know that Chad worked at the company that your brother-in-law runs.
Yeah, I actually just heard about that for the first time a couple of days ago.
Oh, really? So you didn't know either?
I didn't, but I tried to give Carmela and Tom the reservations that I had made for us. But when they went to check in, you were already in line in front of them. They told me all about the scene you caused to check into the room.
You mean those two were standing right behind me that whole time?
That's right. Not only that, but they were texting about it after you left to go inside the room. That was also when they realized that they knew the man you were cheating on me with.
What the heck is going on here? Did you seriously try to change the reservation so that I couldn't get the room? You have no idea how embarrassing it was having to cause a scene like that to get what I thought was a birthday present for me. But thanks to you giving Carmela and Tom the reservations, they saw what happened and who I was with. And now apparently Chad is in trouble at work. He was in line for a promotion, but now apparently it's not happening anymore.
Oh, really? Yeah, that adds up. I know that Tom is normally the type of person who never mixes business with pleasure. But I guess even a guy like that couldn't stand by while he was hiring the man who stole his brother-in-law's fiancée. Don't you hate when your boss has a heart?
But what are we supposed to do? I mean, what is going to happen to Chad? More importantly, what is going to happen to his career?
Why do you think that I have the answer to either of those?
Because this is all your fault. None of this would be happening if you hadn't given away my hotel reservation.
I'm going to have to beg to differ here. I had no idea that the guy you were cheating on me with worked for Tom. And either way, you should have turned around when you found out that the reservation was no longer under your name. But instead, you threw a hissy fit until you got your way, causing trouble for everyone around you.
So you're saying that all of this is my fault? How am I to blame when I just wanted to find the richest husband that I could? I didn't want something like this to happen. Hey, Louis, what the heck is this notice in the mail that we just got? Are you seriously suing both of us? We've already broken off our engagement. You can't do this to us.
I see that the letter from my lawyer has arrived finally.
You aren't really serious about any of this, are you?
Do you think they send those kinds of documents out for fun? Of course I'm serious. And if you read through it, you'll see that I'm suing you for cheating after you had accepted my marriage proposal.
But I've never heard of someone getting sued for something like that.
Well, then you should brush up on the law, I guess. Because I have a lawyer who tells me I'm well within my rights to be doing this.
So you really went out and hired a lawyer for all of this?
How do you think lawsuits work? Anyways, you should see in those papers an offer for settlement. You are more than welcome to just pay that amount, and we could call this whole thing done.
Well then, I take back what I said. I do want to get married to you again.
Wait, what? Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not. And now that we're back together, there is no way that you can sue me for this. All right, I think that takes care of that.
Sorry, I meant, are you kidding? Like, do you actually think I'm going to buy that? You cheated on me, and you think I'm just going to take you back like that?
What do you mean?
I mean that I think you're forgetting about a lot of things right now. For example, Chad's wife is going to be suing him and you for your affair in the same time that I'm suing the both of you right now.
She is? Why is she doing that?
Literally the same reason I am. Why are you not getting about this? Besides, we have more than enough proof to prove our cases against you without a shadow of a doubt.
But you can't do this to us. It isn't fair. We aren't going to be able to afford to pay for all of that.
Well, then you two shouldn't have cheated in the first place, huh?
I just wanted to marry a rich man. Is that really so bad? I mean, I already quit my job because I was sure this was going to work.
Wow. Well, you shouldn't have done that. But don't forget that you were the one who stabbed me in the back. So if you think that I'm going to go easy on either of you, you have got another thing coming. Why don't you just pay me what you owe me and then get out of my life forever?
Please don't do this. Don't do this to me.
Wendy tried calling her company back to ask for her letter of resignation to be cancelled, but she was too late, and since she quit, she received no severance package or benefits to speak of. And by the time the lawsuits were over, neither her nor Chad were left with any savings in their account. They tried asking their parents for help, but neither of them were interested in saving their children from the consequences of their own actions. Now, the two of them live together in a tiny apartment working several jobs just to survive. I hear that the police come over frequently because of all the fighting that could be heard coming from their room.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Nikki! The guys at work are going out for drinks. What's in it?
How about you open it up and see before we continue this conversation? Nikki! You can try and explain that to my lawyer.
Nikki, please!
Goodbye. The reason Trevor was afraid of a divorce was because he knew that since me and Amy were old colleagues and had a lot of common friends in his company, that word about him would spread fast. He was right. It didn't take but a week for word to spread around the whole company about his affair with Amy, and it got to the point where he had to resign out of shame. His parents wouldn't let him move back in with them, so the newly unemployed and homeless Trevor decided to move back in with Amy. He quickly remembered why he had broken up with her in the first place. I sued them both for their affair, leaving them both broke, which added further strain to their relationship and led to daily shouting matches. Eventually, their fights got so bad that the police had to get involved, and they were evicted from their apartment for causing so much trouble for the neighbors. I have no idea what happened to them after that. To be honest, I don't really want to know.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Rachel, just what did you tell your relatives this time? My phone has been blowing up with calls from them nonstop, and it's driving me up the wall.
Well, if it isn't Clara. And just what kind of way is that to talk to your mother-in-law? Honestly, one might get the impression that you really didn't like me.
I really don't think that's it. I'm asking you because your name came up in so many of those phone calls that I'm sure you had something to do with it. Now, can you please stop spreading rumors about me to other members of your family? What did I do to even make you want to do something like this?
Oh, please, I am not doing anything of the sort. All I'm doing is casually complaining about my daughter-in-law, but everyone does that.
Well, I'm starting to get people accusing me of things that I'd never even done before, and the other half are saying that I'm bad for not doing enough, or anything for that matter, in terms of taking care of the house. Not only that, but I've also had people upset because they heard that I never went to go visit you, and all I do is whatever I want with my husband's money. People were yelling at me because they thought that I was just completely ignoring you when you tried to reach out to me. I am sick and tired of people getting mad at me and lecturing me about things that just simply aren't true. And since all of these lectures I'm receiving end with them telling me to be more considerate of how you feel, I can only assume that you're the source of all this.
So you've really been getting told all that stuff? Well, it isn't like any of it is wrong exactly. You should be taking better care of me as my daughter-in-law.
I have always done my utmost to try and care for and respect you, Rachel. I mean, I go over to your house at least 2 or 3 times a week to help out, don't I? And when I'm over there, I do clean the house and do the yard work. I've even gone out to do your shopping for you and take you to your doctor's appointments when they come up. And on top of that, I've also been sending you money every single month. I know that you're still dealing with debt left by Frank ever since he passed away, but I'm already sending almost $2,000 a month. So I would really appreciate it if you would stop telling people that I don't do anything for you.
Is this really what you want to do right now? You want to get in a fight with your poor old mother-in-law?
I'm not trying to start a fight or anything like that, but I'm reaching the limits of my patience. I mean, you're ruining my reputation, not just with your family, but even people who live in your neighborhood. I am just getting sick and tired of having to field waves of angry calls every time you decide to spread new rumors about me.
Oh, please, I'm not even doing anything bad. All I'm doing is grumbling about the little things in life. Can you at least allow an old lady like me to have that? And I'm happy to know that family and friends care enough to stick up for me like that. It's good that they are always keeping you on your toes. Otherwise, you really would stop doing anything for me. Besides, if the lesson they are trying to teach is to respect your elders, then you had better listen up.
I have listened to you plenty, thank you very much. But the fact of the matter is that I have been helping you, and I've been doing it all while... Hey, George, I'm really sorry for sending so many texts today. I got to my hotel and I'm resting.
Carla! Oh my goodness! Is everything okay? I just saw your one text where you said that you couldn't take it anymore and then nothing. I was so worried when I didn't hear anything from you after that. Is everything alright?
Oh, thank you so much for worrying about me. I guess the rest of my messages couldn't send because the battery died right as I sent them.
I really just didn't know what to think. I was worried I would have to call the police and rush back home right away or something like that.
I know. I'm really sorry about all that. I just forgot to charge my phone and then didn't have a chance to take my charger with me.
Well, just as long as you're safe. That's all I really care about. Did something happen that I should know about? What can you take any more of?
It's your mom, George. I can't take any more of your mom.
What do you mean? What's going on between the two of you?
Your mom has been spreading rumors about me to your relatives and our neighbors. All this time, she rallied them all to show up at my house unannounced so that she could try to force me to apologize to her.
Hold on a second. Are you serious? That is so crazy! Did my mom really do something like that? What's the matter with you?
I know, it's wild, but I really am telling the truth. You have to believe me. I barely cracked our door and she forced her way and started shouting at me in front of everyone about how horrible I was. Then she demanded that I got on my hands and knees and beg for her forgiveness. Thankfully, a building manager was nearby and chased them off when he heard the commotion. But I'm too scared to go home now, so I'm staying in a hotel.
I remember you saying that you two were having a lot of trouble getting along with each other, but this is on a whole nother level. Carla, I am so sorry that you had to go through all of this.
It's okay, George. You didn't do anything wrong. You shouldn't be the one apologizing. I know that you've tried to talk to your mom over and over again about going easier on me.
Sure, but I guess now this means I really need to lay into her and make it clear that I'm serious.
George, I really appreciate how much this means to you, but maybe you should just stop advocating for me.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that I've been doing so much for her already. I clean her house, I mow her lawn, I even send her money every month. But I think I'm just going to stop all of that.
Hold on just a second. What do you mean that you send my mom money?
Oh, I thought you knew about that. I was sending your mom money so that I could help her pay down the debt she inherited after your dad died. Every month I've been sending her almost $2,000. You did know about all this, right?
No, I had no idea that this was going at all. I swear. And this is the first time that I'm hearing about any debt that my dad might have had. I'd never sent my mom any money for anything like that.
Wait a minute. This isn't adding up. Your mom came to me and told me that you were sending her money every month, but that it wasn't enough for her to live on. She said that she was too ashamed to go to you and say that directly, so she asked me to give her money in secret. But still, I thought you would have had some idea about what I was talking about since you were sending money too. But I guess the whole thing is just a lie, isn't it?
I really don't know what to say to all of this. Carla, I am just so sorry for all of this.
George, you really don't need to apologize for any of this, I swear. The fact is that I've already made up my mind, but I wanted to talk to you about this before I moved forward. I know it'll cause problems for your mom and extended family, and maybe even her neighbors, but I just feel like I don't have any other choices now.
Carla, I think that you're well within your rights to react however you like. After hearing all of this, I don't feel like standing up for my mom in the slightest. In fact, I really can't even think of her as my mother anymore. The only thing that I care about in this world right now is you. I will support whatever decision you make. If you want to take my mom and family down for what they've done, then I think it's only fair after all the pain that they put you through. I'm just sorry that I couldn't prevent this from happening to you.
It's okay, George. I know that you tried your best for me, and that's all I care about. I'll try and handle this quickly, I promise. Hey there, Rachel. Help in the house and yard, being your driver when you need it. You'll have to do it yourself. Although, I certainly hope you haven't been living beyond your means with my money because your budget is about to tighten by a lot.
Are you stupid or something? This just proves my point that you do need to be trained to be a good wife. Come over to my house right now. Your training begins today. It's clear you're much worse off than I thought.
No, I think I won't do that, actually. I'm not doing what you tell me to do anymore. In fact, I'm going to sue you.
Hold on a second. You're going to sue me?
You remember when you came over with your little posse and goons, right? You burst into my room by slamming the door into me and pushing me into the wall. Then you told two of your neighbors to hold me down and force me down so I'd apologize to you. Well, all that violence left marks on me. Marks that I've had looked at by my doctor and confirmed that they came from other humans. I think I saw your little brother in that crowd, didn't I? It's such a shame he's going to get wrapped up in this. Didn't he just land a new promotion? I sure hope getting wrapped up in this doesn't affect his career.
Don't do this. Please, he has nothing to do with this at all. You'll destroy his livelihood.
Not quite. You see, I'm not just after him. I'm after every single person in your lynch mob who either helped or sat by while you hurt me. And yes, that does include you.
You're really going to go through with this and sue me?
That's right. And there's nowhere for you to run to now. After all, you were the ringleader of the whole group. You were the one that rallied them all together so that you could force your way into my house and humiliate me. So, yes, I am suing you. Not just for breaking and entering an assault, though, but for interrupting my business with all your phone calls as well.
But I was just making phone calls. What's wrong with that?
I work from home, and when you and all your friends are blowing up my phone, it makes it impossible for me to stay on group calls with my office. This has happened so many times that I've actually fallen behind on certain deadlines to deal with your nonsense. There is no escape for any of you. You and all your friends and family are going to pay for what you've done.
Please don't do this. I never wanted to get in trouble for this. You have to forgive me.
I don't have to do anything that you tell me to do.
But why? I'm your mother-in-law.
Oh, please, don't try and kiss up now. You lied to me about being too old to take care of yourself, and you lied to me about having debt to pay off. And despite all that I've done for you, you've never once showed an ounce of gratitude to me. You've just taken my money and ruined my reputation. And George warned you to stop over and over again, but you just wouldn't listen. Well, I have had it with you. You are going to pay for all that you've put me through.
Please, you can't do this. What will George think?
I'm sorry to say, but George is entirely on my side in all of this. He knows what I'm doing, and he thinks it's a good idea. After all the lies you told me and the money you've stolen, he thinks it's more than fair.
Can't we just talk this out? This can't be happening to me.
I've already talked it out with myself, and I'm in agreement that you are going down. See you in court. After that, I hired a lawyer who served notice to every single person in Rachel's posse, including herself. They were all charged with B&E, assault, or failure to act, and other various charges. By the end of it all, George and I were paid by at least 14 different defendants via settlements and court orders. After that, we decided to cut Rachel out of our lives and move far away. We took all of our money and bought a new house where George was working. He arranged a deal with his new job to take a permanent position in that area, and the two of us are now happily reunited.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.